Yeah, baby. Hello everybody and welcome back to the farm. So yeah, we are strip tilling. Why are we strip tilling? Well, I guess we better jump out and have a look. It's back, baby, it's back. You guys remember last year I did a video titled How to Screw Yourself Overseeding Wheat. It's actually my best and most viewed video, but this weed was down in the paddock below. I did not realise that we had a problem with it being up in this paddock either, but it seems to love growing on bare, like bean stubbles, legume stubbles, all that sort of thing. So unfortunately it's in here, and this just wraps up around the tines when you come through with the air seeder, and it will just sit there all day. It's quite tough, quite stringy, and the only way that you get it off is by getting out and getting it off, and I did not fancy another year of doing that. So we're just going full tillage on this. It's not the only reason that I've decided to just go hard on this. From 2021 harvest coming in here when it was too wet, I've still got header wheel marks, I've got sprayer wheel marks. Don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but you can see how lumped up this is here from the sprayer. So we're just going all out tillage here, trying to level things off a little bit, chop up all that blanket weed, or I think its actual name is toad flax or something like that, but let's get stuck into it. But yeah, honestly, if you haven't watched that video, go back to about a year ago and watch that, How to Screw Yourself Overseeding Wheat, and you will see that weed and how much trouble it caused me. So yeah, I guess we'll hop out. When I find another bad patch of that weed, we'll hop out and have a look and see what sort of a job that it's doing there on the weed. It's a bit hit and miss, I think, but it's also partly because the paddock's so uneven. I've got such bad ruts and wheel marks and things in here, and I did quite a bit. I came in here in 2021 when it was just too wet really for harvest, and yeah, I put a lot of marks in here then, made quite a mess. So anyway, I mean, it's quite relaxing. It's pretty stress-free, you know. You sit here. There's no seed depth. There's nothing really to stress about. You just drive the tractor. It's a nice change of pace. There's a few drizzly showers drifting through down there to the south of the town over Bundalier, and that must be nice being in the wet country down there. I know we always joke that we're just on the wrong side of Jamestown, because you can often see the showers floating through down there, especially over Bundalier and the ranges there, but we're just splitting hairs here, guys, come on. Hey, I spoke too soon. I don't know if you can see that, but the windows are getting wet. Look, we won't say no, but I don't think it's going to amount to much apart from making the dust stick to everything out here. For some reason I've got 3 GoPro batteries and they're all pretty much flat. I've got them on charge, but I'm probably going to have to put the camera down now, but I will show you guys some blanket weed at some point and how good a job we're doing chopping it up. Rightio, here was a pretty bad patch of it, so let's see what we've done here. Well, it hasn't done a great job there, but it's broken up most of this stuff here. There's quite a lot of it over here as well. You can see it has chopped it up into smaller pieces, so that's really what we want. Where the roots are doesn't seem to get around them, but it's all chopped up now, and so that there won't wrap up around the tines like you know, when it's a big plant across the whole ground sort of thing. But yeah, all in all, if there was a paddock to till, this is the one. So I think we'll see some nice results from it. I think it's still going to be a bit hit and miss on that weed, but anyway, we had to try and do something. Here's some more here, so it's doing a pretty good job. That's chopping that up. Well, I'm not quite going to get done in here tonight, but that's alright. I'll come back in the morning and we'll finish this one off. Can kind of go fast enough, but it's only 6 meters wide, so it takes a while. I'm excited because, you know, in the last episode I said we really just need 5 millimeters of rain to get the barley and everything going and freshen the canola up. Well, a good 6.5 millimeters of rain fell last night. Can you believe our luck? And it feels weird to celebrate little rains like that, but I tell you what, that really saved our bacon. And I don't know, you got to be in it to win it. You get the stuff in the ground, you give yourself a chance. So that's the main thing. And you know what? The day's not even done yet, so you never know what other luck might come our way. Another job only happening as it needs to happen. Apparently the girls would like to stay warm this winter, so anyway, got a bit of work to do yet. The wood sheds are pretty empty. Got to fill them up, and I'm running out of time. Not really exactly what I want to do after I've just had a little bit of rain on here, but like Dad said, it's 6 mil, 6.5 mil, and in 2 days of sunshine you won't even know that it fell, so you might as well just go out and finish doing it and tidy up that weed and everything else. So at least there's no dust blowing now though, so that's nice. So the other thing that we're doing in here, which I don't think the cedar would have loved, is there's quite the mat of beanstalks and long beanstalks in here still, and I don't think that they would have gone through overly well either. Just stuff like this. This isn't the best example of it, but there's a lot of this longer sort of stuff here, and yeah, there's some areas really where I didn't get under it well with the header. So we're chopping all that stuff up as well, which is nice, but yeah, there's definitely some areas where just struggled to get under it with the header. There's a lot of standing stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's fallen over on the ground, so this is really doing a good job of also chopping that up and incorporating it as well. But I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it is just so horrendously uneven up this end of the paddock. It's shocking. So all these wheel marks would be good to get a bit of coverage back into those, so it's a good thing, I think. You know, like I said, if we're going to do a paddock, this was it. I will add further to what I was saying before about the beanstalks. They would have gone, like, I would have got through alright with the air seeder, but the problem is you're spraying expensive pre-emergence down, and then you come through with the air seeder and the tines, pick up all those bits of stalk and everything, and they just drag them everywhere, and it does not do anything for your chemical placement. So instead of it being nicely folded over into the inter-row, your stalks wrap up around the tines, and then they just spread dirt everywhere, and it makes a bit of a mess. So by chopping them up, they're just going to go through a whole lot nicer, and we'll do a lot better job. Everything will do a lot better job when we come back to seeder. Alrighty, you guys ready? We're coming up to the rough stuff. It is not good up here. Far around. That is going to need some working. Alrighty, that is done and done. Thank goodness. Well, a little bit of farm biosecurity measures there, giving it a wash down. Plus, I couldn't in my right mind return it in the condition that it was in there. It was pretty filthy from yesterday, so I thought I'd better give it a wash down. But yeah, I'm going to run this back now and get rid of it so I can come back and get back on the air seeder. 7.5 mil all up is what we got, so we did end up getting another millimetre of rain, and it was a bit sort of foggy and dewy and misty this morning, so it's nice moisture to just keep everything nice and damp. It's gone. Might throw in a bit of fossil juice while I'm driving past. So there is a bit of this gloomy, misty, sort of drizzly weather hanging about, which is forecast to clear off soon, but once it does and I get an opportunity, I'll go and spray the last 30 hectares of barley, and hopefully I can seed that this afternoon and this evening, and then vetch is done, feed barley is done, canola, beans and barley are all done, and then we've just got to switch over to wheat tomorrow, and we'll get stuck into some of the wheat then. They are talking some more rain on Thursday, and they're talking that up a little bit, which is nice, and also again next Monday. Today is Sunday the 1st or something, I can't remember, but so yeah, we could potentially have a little bit of a damp week coming up. Not massive rainfall, but enough to get things really going, which would be nice. So it's not that would be a really good result if we could sort of get everything up and going before the end of May. We got a traffic jam at the refueling station. Alright, that thing is ready to go. I actually went up and just had a quick bite to eat, and it looks like the weather's broken for now, so we'll go over and mix up some chemical and we'll get loaded up, spray that last 30 hectares and take the tractor up there and make a start this evening. We'll see how motivated I feel and how, well, we'll see what the time is by then, but yeah, if I'm feeling good and it's going well, we'll knock it off tonight. It'll be good. Well guys, I've actually just been up and sprayed that paddock, and you just have to believe that I did, because I left the GoPro sitting down here at the chemical shed. I got halfway up the road and I thought, don't have the camera, but anyway, nothing too exciting happened. I went up and I sprayed a paddock, so there you go. But I think it's actually going to be a bit of a late evening tonight if I want to seed this whole paddock, because it's already 3 o'clock by the time I go fill up with seed and fert, get up there, map a bit around the paddock. It's probably already going to be like 4:30 or later, so anyway, if I want to get it done tonight, this means I'll be up there into the evening, but I think I do want to get it done tonight, so we'll give it a crack. So yeah, the afternoon has conspired against me a little bit. Things haven't been going my way. I came to the sprayer and the batteries were flat. So anyway, I had to put the battery charger on, and then that wasn't really enough, so I had to put jumper leads on, and that cost me a little bit of time, but anyway, here's what it is. Right, last paddock of barley for 2023, here we come. Oh, I thought that idiot was going to run straight towards me then. Got a brain and ran away, good on you. Well, we're into it, final paddock, and I'll tell you, it will be really, really nice to be out of these heavy wheat stubbles. this should be the last one. So I tell you, with that bit of moisture, it's working nicer, but the stubble is also just really sticky. So, and we just seem to be picking up a bit more. But anyway, last 30 to go. Have a look at it down to the south, eh? The dirty dogs. It's raining again down there. It's kind of trying to here as well, actually, but you know, I tell you, they're down in the wet country down there. Might jump out in a minute and do a bit of a seed depth check before it gets dark, and then I guess we'll just settle in for the evening. He's a good 25 millimeters in there, and I kind of want to keep it in there because there's some more rain at the end of the week, but it's only going to be another maybe 1 to 5, so yeah, we want to make sure it's down in the moisture so we can get a good germination, basically.
Tasmania. Could see some heavier falls than what I'm showing here for South Australia, with a front coming through on Thursday and again on Sunday.
Well, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I think I might get rained out here in a minute. Maybe not. We'll see if it hangs around. It won't take much to make this stuff real sticky. Halfway. It's a little moist out there. A few little showers of rain.
Coming in hot, just like the beat.
Bit of a fog rolling through now. We're getting everything today. My goodness. Filling in headlands. There is a serious fog out there tonight. That is unbelievable. But we're all done and dusted, guys. Finished up. Barley done. Complete. And she was a little bit sticky out there at the end, but we probably didn't do the best job, but it's done and dusted, so good to have it behind us and onto the wheat now. So with all that being said, that'll be the end of this episode. Please like the video, subscribe if you're not, or consider subscribing. That really helps me out. Take it easy, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Where are we? That visibility is absolutely shocking.